Yo, what is going on? It is Tuesday, March 24th, 6:12 p.m. Today I did not take a trade. Um, let's get into it because I do want to speak a little bit as to why I did not take a trade. There was honestly two opportunities, not multiple. It's just my draw and liquidity read was not it's not there today, man. I spent more time forward testing because my issue right now is that I'm stuck targeting like this, something like this, a London low, midnight open, a gap, a PM high, a London high, previous day high, equal highs. I'm not targeting something like this, which played out beautifully, a 930 wick. I'm not targeting something like this, an intermediate high inside of a 5 minute after we swept liquidity. That's why I missed out today. That's why I missed out 110%. That is why today I missed out. But I want to dig deeper into it and show you what I learned today. I didn't take a trade, but I was able to learn. I'll take it, man. These aren't my draws on liquidity. What is my main goal right now, man? To trade towards the strongest draw on liquidity. To me, the strongest draw on liquidities were more external. As you can see right at open, what did we have? I was neutral biased because we had London high 220 points away, and we had this sell side, which is at data low, 350 points away, and this one almost 500 points away. I obviously would want to see longs get taken. We have a little bit of low resistance. We have a stronger draw. We're closer to it. We were SMT'd at this low over here already. Cool, we can start a buy model, get something to London high. That never occurred. We low-key sat in a range, but a good moving range. This isn't a big range for a New York session, to be honest. This is not a big range for a recent New York session. It looks choppy, but there was decent movement within. As I said, neutral bias heading into it, right? Right at open, what do? We keep this SMT, which is the reason why I did not take this trade, because we were SMT'd with this sell side as ES had already swept it. We pump up and we tag this upper 15-minute gap, and we immediately reject under it. This is why I forward tested this. I noticed whenever we close over the body of the 930 candle, we take that wick. Whenever we close under the body, we take that wick, right? This would have been a really good trade. Why? Because we were SMT'd with this 15-minute. We had a 30-second inverse up here. We had a 2-minute inverse happen like at that candle closure damn near. What time would have been my entry? Because my entry was going to be as soon as we close under the 930 body. I almost had that 2-minute closure. That's a 30-second for sure. We had accumulation, manipulation, distribution. So this was the Judas swing. We called it the Judas leg. The strongest draw on liquidity now, internal-wise, is going to be this. Why didn't I take it? Because we were SMT down here. Let me look at this more deeply. If I'm trading super internal structure, this doesn't matter as much because I'm already break even here before we take this lowest draw. Before we take this lowest draw. I believe this was also something on the hourly as far as a draw goes. Yeah, just a 1 hour intermediate low. There's a 1 hour low. Yeah, 1 hour low. Just had like this little shit over here that was still, it's a matter of NQ being the leading asset is where I start to get tripped up. When NQ is not the leading asset, I find myself getting a little bit stuck. But I definitely think I'm going to start targeting 930 wick as a draw liquidity, especially when confluences can align such as this one did. AMD, we have the closure under the 930 body with strong displacement. We have an SMT inside of this 15-minute gap. We rebalance the price range. We don't have a a serious draw yet, but we have all of these hanging lows. Then we chopped around a bit. We created data low at 945. Nothing. Data high was nothing. Just this data candle was weak. Boom, we tag into this 5-minute. We leave this data low. We sweep out this data low, right? Here's the thing with this 5-minute. I was looking at high swing highs inside of gaps as high resistance liquidity when they're not. If they have a motive, shout out to Eli, if they have a motive and they swept liquidity and there's no reason to continue lower, because what's the reason to continue lower here? A draw 200 points away, a draw 350 points away? No, there's no reason to continue lower. There's no hourly gaps, no nothing. Then we can target this high if we have reasoning behind it. We would have inversed this highest gap, so this would have been the entry right here with decent displacement. What are the factors that caused me not to take this? My stop would have been right here, to be honest. Actually, no, that would have blocked protect. Yeah, my stop would have been like right here. Targeting this body. Oh, this. Yeah, I would have targeted this, like right here, this body. Break even at this high. What was the reason behind that? Like I said, I thought this was high resistance liquidity, and we had just inverted this 1 minute to the downside. But let's take a look at something else that I just recently learned. If we're going to inverse down, we're going to want to see displacement lower. We're not going to want to see this. This is a failed inverse. I need to start incorporating these. This isn't a bad entry, to be honest. I know Will took this trade, but I just didn't like this as my draw on liquidity, as draw on liquidity has been my main thing. Then I got off pretty early today, like 10:30. We left this data high up here. This high had swept it, yes. It was only internal SMT'd, but we kept rejecting lower. Here's why I wanted to take this trade. We tagged into this 5 minute. We perfectly rejected off of this OTE range. Where's midnight? Why did midnight open delete? All right, hold up. Perfectly rejected off of that. I was going to take it if ES had closed above midnight open, because midnight open on NQ was like right here. So I would have been targeting midnight open. Going break even at this high. But I wanted to see displacement out of tagging after this 5. You know what I mean? Like tagging this 5 minute OTE, SMT, where we SMT skied. Let's see. I think we were very internally SMT'd. No, we weren't. And then just continue higher, but we never got that. And even when we did get it over here, still failed. And then you can see that this bitch just shot up. So yeah, I was already off the charts by then. But yeah, so what did we learn today, man? We can target that 930 draw as long as the confluences align, such as this. This would have been an A-rated trade. I'm going to incorporate this 930 draw, I promise. And then I learned more about these intermediate highs, man. Just taking it day by day learning is all that I can really do. I can't find myself to continue being impatient. I can't find myself being a bitch anymore. I just have to act, bro. It doesn't matter about the money. I'm good on the money to buy accounts and all of that. I just have to do it. If this is really what I want to do, man, it's time to take action. You have to act upon the shit you want in life. You can't just sit down. You can't just be a bitch about it, bro. Whatever the fuck it is you want, you have to go after it. It's no sitting back and waiting. No opportunities are going to present themselves unless you go after it. And what am I doing? I'm sitting back and I'm waiting. This is technically sitting back and waiting. Yes, I'm learning day by day, but I'm still technically waiting. The power is in my hands, and I'm not acting upon it. I'm failing myself, and I'm only failing myself. I've been saying the same shit for months, but like I said in the beginning of all of these fucking journals, I'd rather come on here and admit to my fucking failure every single day than say that I quit. So every fucking day, I'll come on here and I'll admit to every last fucking one of my failures before I say I quit. And if you even tune into these videos, I really appreciate you, you know? But yeah, even if you tune in, then you're just going to hear a whole lot of shit about me fucking failing day by day. But at the end of it all, it'll click. I'm learning each and every day. I'm getting better each and every single day. Like, you can see my read is there. It's just time for me to actually execute. It's not time for me to bullshit no more and say I can do this, I can do that. Because I put my whatever the fuck hand on my Bible, put that shit on LeBron fucking James. You know I don't fucking play about Bron. That these are the trades that I see throughout the day. I just don't enter, and I give my reasoning why, and I feel like I just need to start taking it. If I would have entered every single one of my forward tests right now, I would have been profitable. And you can go back and I'm not going to go back and do all of the fucking testing from like these journals, but like I swear if I entered every single forward test, I would have been profitable. So it's just me failing myself day in and day out. That's all that it fucking is. Another reason why I was kind of skeptical about this trade right here is because we had orange folder news. I forgot to mention that. Just came to my mind right now. But news is actually the candle that delivered us higher. Okay. But yeah. Dude, like if you see something genuinely, like I don't know who watches this. I don't know if anybody watches this. The reason why I do these journals is that when I can start teaching people, I want people to be able to backtrack and see that I'm not bullshitting. Like I really went through struggles, bro, to really get to where I'm at in whatever the near future is. But yeah, man, it's a long road. It's a hard journey. It's not an easy journey. But that goes for anything that you want in life, man. So just every single day, I don't give a fuck what it is. Continue to work after it. Just continue to go. Just, bro, 1% each day. You don't need to fill your fucking glass every single day, bro. Just chop at it. Chop. Go at it day by day. I don't give a fuck what comes in your way, what struggles are in your way. Just go after it. And I'm speaking to myself mostly right now. And if anybody else is listening, please take that advice. You know, I come out here and I'm just failing, but I'm learning. Like today, what am I going to start incorporating? I started incorporating hourly gaps and like 5-minute gaps and 15-minute gaps within my discretionary model. I noticed also that I'm falling more back into IFVGs, but I see Will being successful with them. and I see that it kind of aligns to what my discretionary model was more presenting. I just want to target better draws on liquidity, but that's not presenting. So what do I have to do? I have to be able to adapt. I have to continue to adapt. Same shit in life. If something's not going your way, you have to adapt, to continue to work on yourself, to continue to better yourself, to continue to work towards your goals. You have to be able to adapt. If you stay stagnant and never adapt, you're not going to go anywhere, because shit changes, bro. Shit changes. Life throws obstacles at you. All right, Nick? Understand that shit, nigga. But yeah, shit changes. So you have to change with it. You have to find a way through it all. It's not going to be, if you have one set way, that way's not going to work forever. It's not just on the charts. It's not just on the charts. It's in life, bro. So yeah, I'm going to chill on the wisdom. Shout out Uncle Nick, but I hope my mic looked like it was getting mad high. But yeah, that'll be it for today. Peace, love, positivity. I will catch you mañana. Let me get to the stop button.